Fun little thought experiment. How often do we just like sit alone with ourselves? I can't say I do that very often. And I can't say I do it very often without like some kind of outward stimuli. When was the last time like you could just go outside and stare into whatever it is, the cornfield, the trees, the sky, and just kind of like be with yourself? We're always so distracted and occupied, stimulated, and stressed, and overwhelmed in our day to day world to only realize that our problems are so minuscule and temporary. Like they come and go so fast. The 5 major problems you're dealing with in your life right now, I guarantee a year from now you won't even remember them. That should humble you, but it also should excite you. It excites me. So why don't we live in the moment more? Like soak it in, be present with ourselves. I'm someone that's often ran from myself, ran from my thoughts, being alone with myself, kind of just like I guess facing the demons, if you will. So I'm gonna try to make it a goal, and I hope you try to make it a goal to just sit with yourself and enjoy it. I'm trying to get some fresh air right now. I don't know what's been going on. I think just something in the air. We're all out here struggling. I mean, the floods that we had in our area, people's lives literally ruined in a day. And it seems like there's just been one thing after another recently. And it's really easy to get caught up in those problems and those issues. It's really easy. And to like constantly think about like all this materialistic items and like what you lost. And I'm not one of the victims. I'm sure it freaking sucks. But I guess just I'd be really grateful that like no like loved ones were hurt and it's just kind of cool to see the community all working together and trying to build it back up again. So although there's a lot of negative in the situation, but there's also a lot of positive that's coming out of it too. You know, like you have to break something down to make it stronger, and I think this is the exact situation with our area. And like that should honestly be inspiring as well. Like, you know, if you're just going through a tough time or a tough chapter, you have to be broken down to be lifted up. You know, that's what life does to you. It'll knock you down, like Rocky once said, and it'll beat you to your knees if you let it. And it's your choice whether or not you want to get back up and keep fighting, or you just want to stay on the ground, you know, and live in self pity and live in that. It's completely up to you. There was a quote I heard, I don't even remember who it was from, and I literally keep thinking to myself about it. The only way out is through. Like, bro, the only way out is through. So no matter what, you're going to get through whatever you're going through. So I feel like that's very uplifting. I think I've just never like tried to sit and just like listen to my senses. Like I feel so zoned out right now. Life really is so complex, and I don't know. These are really good though. If you've never had them, these are really good. 120 calories for 23 grams of protein. They're about $2 if you buy them like in packs. Very worth it, I think. Tastes a lot better than protein shakes. You know, if you're listening to this, I just hope that you can find peace. I think that's what a lot of us search for. And I just made a video about this, like a short, But like finding peace in chaos. Life is always going to be hectic. There's always going to be chaos. There's always going to be something going on. You got to learn to find peace in it. I thought about this yesterday. If there was no chaos in my life and I was just super content and comfortable, I would be so bored. I would argue that that's more just insufferable than having problems to solve. Being bored is, it's just like, it has to be one of the most suffering things to experience at any freaking age. I would argue that being content and comfortable is worse than having problems to solve. Curious to know your thoughts, but I think that's where I'm at. I mean, and I think it could just be a me thing. I think a lot of people enjoy being content and comfortable. I don't. I operate, it sounds so stupid, I operate so much better like under stress and pressure and just constant issues. And I don't know if that's just a guy thing or what, but I've noticed that about myself, so I try to embrace it. But just go spend some time with yourself.